Snakes are among the most fascinating and misunderstood creatures in the natural world, inhabiting an extraordinary range of environments and playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems. Belonging to the suborder Serpentes within the class Reptilia, they are legless, elongated reptiles that have evolved over millions of years into a dazzling variety of shapes, sizes and colors. Found on every continent except Antarctica, they occupy deserts, grasslands, forests, wetlands, mountains, and even parts of the open ocean. Despite their sometimes fearsome reputation, snakes are highly specialized animals whose survival depends on adaptations that make them some of the most efficient predators on the planet. Their evolutionary history stretches back over 100 million years, with early snake-like reptiles thought to have evolved from lizard ancestors during the late Cretaceous period. Over time, they lost their limbs, elongated their bodies, and developed unique skull and jaw structures that allow them to swallow prey many times larger than their heads. Fossil evidence and genetic studies suggest that snakes diversified rapidly, adapting to a wide range of ecological niches, from burrowing underground to gliding between trees to swimming in the sea. Today there are over 3,700 recognized species of snakes, ranging from the tiny thread snake, barely 10 centimeters long, to the massive reticulated python, which can exceed 7 meters in length. One of the most distinctive features of snakes is, well, their method of locomotion. Despite lacking legs, they move with remarkable agility, using different types of motion depending on their environment and purpose. Lateral undulation, which is the most common form, involves the snake bending its body into a series of curves and pushing off irregularities in the ground or water to propel itself forward. Rectilinear movement, often used by heavy-bodied snakes such as boas, allows them to advance in a straight line by alternately stretching and contracting their belly muscles. Sidewinding, a unique adaptation for moving across loose sand, allows desert-dwelling snakes like the sidewinder rattlesnake to travel efficiently while minimizing contact with the hot surface. Arboreal snakes use concertina movement to climb trees and shrubs, gripping with parts of their body while extending or contracting other sections. Their feeding strategy is equally remarkable. Snakes are obligate carnivores, feeding on a diet that includes insects, fish, amphibians, birds, mammals, and even other reptiles. Lacking limbs to grasp or manipulate food, they rely on their flexible jaws, which are not fused at the chin and can stretch apart to accommodate prey much larger than their own head. Specialized muscles and recurved teeth help guide the prey down the throat, while the snake's body gradually moves forward over the immobilized animal. Digestion is an energy-intensive process, and depending on the size of the meal, some snakes can go weeks or even months before feeding again. Many species are constrictors, using their muscular bodies to wrap around and suffocate prey before swallowing it whole. Others rely on venom to immobilize or kill their prey quickly, injecting it through specialized fangs. Venomous snakes display an incredible range of adaptations in their venom delivery systems. Elapids, such as cobras and mambas, have fixed front fangs and deliver potent neurotoxins that can paralyze respiratory muscles. Vipers, including rattlesnakes and puff adders, possess long hinged fangs that fold back against the roof of the mouth when not in use, allowing them to inject hemotoxic venom deep into their prey's tissues. The composition of snake venom varies widely, often containing a complex mix of enzymes and toxins that not only subdue prey, but also begin the digestive process even before the meal is swallowed. Snakes' sensory systems are finely tuned to detect and locate prey, avoid predators, and navigate their environment. Their vision ranges from excellent in diurnal species to relatively poor in burrowing or nocturnal snakes, but many have other sensory adaptations that more than compensate. Their forked tongues collect chemical particles from the air or ground, which are transferred to the Jacobson's organ in the roof of the mouth, allowing them to detect the scent trails of prey or mates. Pit vipers, pythons, and some boas possess heat-sensitive pits along their upper or lower jaws, enabling them to detect infrared radiation emitted by warm-blooded animals. These thermal sensors are so precise that a snake can strike accurately at a moving target in complete darkness. The combination of these sensory adaptations makes snakes formidable predators in almost any environment. In ecosystems, snakes play a critical role in controlling populations of small mammals, birds, insects, and other animals, thereby maintaining ecological balance. By keeping rodent numbers in check, they help prevent the spread of diseases and protect crops from damage, indirectly benefiting human populations. They also serve as prey for a variety of large animals, including birds of prey, mammals, and even other snakes, making them an integral part of the food web. Despite their ecological value, snakes face numerous threats from human activities. Habitat destruction through deforestation, urban expansion, and agriculture reduces the areas in which they can live and hunt. Many species are killed out of fear or misunderstanding, as humans often overestimate the danger posed by snakes. While venomous snakes can indeed be dangerous, only a small fraction of snake species are capable of causing serious harm to humans. And even among those, bites are relatively rare and often the result of accidental encounters rather than aggression. You know, the illegal wildlife trade also poses a threat, with snakes captured for their skin's meat or for the exotic pet market. Climate change is another looming danger, altering habitats, shifting prey availability, and affecting hibernation and breeding cycles. For some species with highly specific habitat requirements, even small changes in temperature or humidity can be, well, absolutely devastating. The reproductive strategies of snakes are as varied as their habitats. Most are oviparous, laying eggs that are often hidden in secure locations such as burrows, under logs, or within leaf litter. Some species exhibit a form of parental care, with females guarding their eggs until they hatch. Others are viviparous, giving birth to live young, an adaptation particularly common among species in colder climates where incubating eggs outside the body would be risky. Still others are ovoviviparous, in which eggs develop and hatch inside the female before she gives birth. Clutch sizes and reproductive frequency vary widely, with some small species producing just a few eggs or young at a time, while others, like certain pythons, may lay dozens of eggs in a single reproductive cycle. In many species, the young are entirely independent from birth, equipped with the instincts and abilities needed to hunt and survive. You know, human culture has long been fascinated by snakes, often imbuing them with symbolic meanings that range from reverence to fear. In ancient Egypt, the cobra was a symbol of royalty and divine authority, worn on the crowns of pharaohs. In Hindu mythology, the serpent god Shesha supports the universe upon his many coils, and the cobra is associated with the god Shiva. The Aztecs and other Mesoamerican civilizations revered Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, as a creator deity. In Western traditions, snakes are often linked with transformation and renewal, due in part to their periodic shedding of skin, which has been interpreted as a metaphor for rebirth. This shedding, known as ecdysis, occurs throughout a snake's life, allowing for growth and the removal of parasites, and is a striking reminder of their adaptability and resilience. Modern science has also found value in snakes beyond their ecological role. Venoms are studied for their potential in medical applications, with components being developed into drugs that treat conditions such as high blood pressure, blood clotting disorders, and chronic pain. Understanding snake locomotion and muscle control has inspired advances in robotics and engineering. By studying their heat-sensing abilities, researchers have developed improved infrared imaging technologies. The conservation of snakes requires a multifaceted approach that combines habitat protection, public education, and legal protection from exploitation. Preserving wild spaces where snakes can thrive benefits countless other species and ensures the stability of ecosystems. Educating communities about the true nature of snakes, their behavior, and the relatively low risk they pose can reduce unnecessary killings and foster coexistence. Anti-poaching laws and regulations on the exotic pet trade can help protect vulnerable species from exploitation. Scientific research, including population monitoring and ecological studies, is crucial for identifying at-risk species and implementing effective conservation strategies. As climate change continues to reshape the natural world, adaptive conservation plans that take into account shifting habitats and species distributions will become increasingly important. In the end, snakes are far more than the fearsome creatures they are often imagined to be. They are highly specialized survivors, products of millions of years of evolution, and indispensable parts of the ecosystems they inhabit. Their diversity, adaptability, and intricate biological systems make them one of nature's most remarkable success stories. From the stealthy glide of a green tree python in the rainforests of New Guinea to the lightning-fast strike of a rattlesnake in the deserts of North America. From the graceful swimming of a sea snake in warm tropical waters to the patient ambush of a gaboon viper in African leaf litter, snakes demonstrate the many ways life can adapt and thrive. Protecting them ensures the preservation of ecological balance, the continuation of natural heritage, and the survival of some of the most intriguing animals on Earth.